Welcome back, everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. This one's going to be another one of those vlogs. It's going to be a simple one, though, those that are actually following along. I'm going to work out again, but this is going to be a little bit different because I have to try to push myself here. I have the opportunity to possibly get out on some late ice, which is usually really good fishing. So I don't want to miss out on that. And I gotta see if I can do it. I'm gonna have to drill some holes, and I'm gonna have to move around a little bit and be active for the day. And if you guys aren't new here, you know I got a messed up arm. But you guys that are new, if you guys are joining me for whatever reason, cool. But the big thing here is that bruising there. I used to have bruising in the middle of my forearm there. I tore the actual bicep muscle snowboarding like 3 weeks ago almost now. It's still healing. It's still really tender. The attachment point in my forearm hurts if I mess up and move the wrong way, so I have to be very careful about what I'm doing. The reason I'm documenting this is so I can kind of see how long it took, what I had to do, and what was working, just for future references. Hopefully I don't ever tear my bicep or hurt my arm again like that, but also to help any of you guys out that have never dealt with this just like me. I've never tore a bicep. I've got a lot of other injuries actually that I kind of deal with on a regular basis, and I have to stay in a pretty consistent fitness shape in order for those injuries not to come back and like wreak havoc on my day-to-day. For instance, I have a separated AC, so my collarbone is not attached to my shoulder joint, but I put a bunch of muscle in there over years of fixing it in order for it to function properly. I've done this with a lot of my injuries, so it's nothing new here, unfortunately. I have a little bit of information as far as like rehab goes. So today I'm going to rehab the bicep I'm going to do a chest ab day. So anybody that's ever done fitness and stuff like that, it's good to kind of throw a combination of stuff in there. I like doing more athletic stuff. But long story short, what I'm going to do is by doing extensions and stuff, you can see how it gets kind of, that spot you see creasing, that's the end of the muscle is what tore. I got really lucky and my tendon wasn't what released from the bone, which is usually what happens. Somehow I'm crazy talented and I managed to tear the actual muscle itself. So that probably means my tendons are pretty good. Anyways, I don't want to talk too much longer here. I was just going to show you guys real quick what I'm doing for my pre-workouts. Usually I take some kind of pre-workout. This is just one of them. I do like 2 to 3 weeks on, 2 to 3 weeks off. Always cycle on and off your pre-workouts so that your body's not getting over inundated with this kind of stuff. But like this was the last one I was taking. But the thing is they're really harsh on your body. They do have a tendency to dehydrate you, which is actually how I think I did this. Because I took pre-workout and then I did my stuff and then I ended up going snowboarding and then it tore. But I think it was because it was pre-wore out. And long story short, don't take pre-workout and do physical activities like snowboarding or biking or any sports. It's not a good idea. But I'm trying to show you guys the pre-workout I'm making. It's going to be Gatorade and some aminos, and that's about it. What it is the gist of it is it's amino acids, so building blocks of proteins and stuff like that to build muscle. It's not necessarily going to be like an enhanced thing or anything like that, but it does give me the energy and extra like healing properties, I should say, in order to work out and not, you know, be hurt doing it. So let me show you real quick what I'm doing. Okay, so I already put it in there, but you can buy these, you know, containers of Gatorade or whatever, and they come with a scoop in them. But so I put a scoop of that in there, which is actually a lot if you want like calories and stuff like that. So like there you go. I do this whenever I'm doing like abs or just kind of like body weight stuff or really lightweight stuff, because basically think of it as like simple carbs that burn quickly, so like sugars and stuff like that, so that you can burn them off while you're working out and it's not like adding to your calorie intake for the day. And then I won't show you guys, but I'm gonna put 4 scoops of this amino energy, because it's got an amino profile, and then you can see as far as like the caffeine per scoop, and then that way, like 4 scoops, 200 milligrams. It's, you know, it's like having a couple cups of coffee before you work out, but that's probably better for you than coffee. I wouldn't say better, but equal to, and I just like that versus coffee. So I'm gonna mix those together and start my warm-up, and I'll walk you guys through this real quick. It's gonna be a really short workout, so this is just something to get my arm moving again. I haven't used it yet as far as working out goes, so we got to play this by ear. All right, so getting ready to work out. What I'm gonna do is some quick rolls and stuff like that. If you guys seen my other videos, or if you're new here, I'll do a quick little thing that I warm up my abs first. I'm gonna have to see how to warm this up. I haven't done anything with my arm, and like you guys can see that crease right where that dark spot is in my forearm. That hurts, and then the end of my bicep still hurts. So I have to figure out how to get some blood flowing through there without straining it. So this is kind of like a reteach yourself how to move type thing. I'm gonna show you how bad this actually is, which almost nobody will ever show you at their weakest point. This is me at my weakest point. It looks like my arm is fine because I can move it around and stuff like that. But as soon as I put strain on it is when it really shows its true colors, and it lets me know that no, I don't have a good arm to work with really. I did go fishing with it a couple times, as you guys seen in the videos, and if I can get this workout done and I'm not completely destroyed tomorrow, I will try to go ice fishing one more time. Well, it's like 2 days I can get out, maybe even one more than that. So keep your fingers crossed this workout does something good for me and not just makes it so I realize I can't go fishing still. So I'm gonna do my warm-up real quick, and then yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so first thing in my warm-up I do is rolls. I'm gonna do 20, and then I'm gonna do some leg lifts, and I'm gonna do some Mason twist real quick because I'm gonna do an actual ab workout today, and then I'm gonna do a partial chest, chest workout. Okay, so I did 20 of what I like to call egg rolls. Just loosens up the back a little bit, starts warming up your abs. If you challenge yourself, you can actually make it into like a real ab workout if you did like 50 of those. Basically, you're just trying to like stabilize your stuff. It's all motion versus stabilization. It's pretty simple stuff. I'm not a professional trainer by any means, so don't hold me to this. You guys want to try this, it's fun. It keeps me doing it, and that's the main thing, is making sure you continuously work out. The next thing I'm going to try to do here is Mason twist. So I like going lengthwise and then torsion or twist wise and then back to lengthwise when I start warming up my abs. And I'm going to actually end on abs, I think, because I want to do my chest and see how that handles it. And then once I'm done with my few chest workouts that I can do, I'm going to do a complete ab workout with very short breaks, basically to continuously challenge their endurance. So this one's going to be the Mason twist. It's pretty easy, but we'll see how my arm takes it. That's why I want to do it. So a standard Mason twist, you can put your heels on the ground and you can just do a twist like this with your hands. This is my 3 or 4 workouts in. Third, fourth. Somebody comment below how many workouts have I done that you guys have watched so far. But you can do these, and that's a good warm-up. But in order for me to figure out how my arm is feeling, I'm going to take one of these little guys. So this little weight is a 5-pound weight. And normally I do this with big plates. So the last time I did an actual ab workout and I did Mason twist, I was using a 45-pound weight. So if that's any indicator to you, this is a little 5-pound weight, and normally I would do this with this arm, but it doesn't work right. So I'm going to see how this works. So I'm going to just very slowly Yep. So I can do it. I hear something in my elbow, which is never a good thing, but I'm going to try and do 20 of these real quick, and then I'm going to go into leg lifts. Okay, so I did 20 of those real quick. I'm not going to show you all of those. I'm just basically describing it to you. So if you want to try it yourself, you can. But it seems like as I straighten out my arm, that's the worst part of it, which makes sense because that's how I got injured. I had it like straightened out and pulled behind me. So basically hyperextended my elbow, which means the elbow went the wrong way. So I've got to create strength at distance. So that would make the most sense to me, is to try to train it at the farthest. So when I do my chest, instead of doing like a press motion where my tricep can take over, so like you can do this, you can go chest and try, and the bicep basically will shut off. So I should be able to do push-ups realistically. We'll see how the elbow takes it, because it seems like there's something inside my elbow too that's kind of screwed up that I don't know. Like I didn't get MRI, so I didn't get to see all the fibers and tendons and see stuff like that. So we will find out together, but I'm probably going to throw Mason twist in there with the weight like that again, just because when I'm going from side to side, I can actually straighten my arm out and like slowly extend the stretch each time, thus creating harder motion for my abs. But like I was saying, I used to do that with a 45-pound weight. So 5 doesn't really affect it. It's going to be more of an endurance thing for my abs versus strength training, but it will help my arm out. So any of you guys out there that have had a torn bicep or are watching this because you tore your bicep, understand that if it wasn't the tendon that came off and it's the muscle, you might be able to do these. Like I said, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, so obviously consult your doctor and stuff like that if you're doing stuff, but I'm just showing you guys, like, you can work your way up from zero. Well, that's not zero, but you know what I'm saying. Light weights, start slow, build from the bottom up. My focus on this is because this is my casting arm. I need this to be as strong as possible once I'm out casting, because I won't think twice about accidentally like chucking something really hard, and if it's not fully healed, I might hurt it. So you have to keep that in mind. It's amazing how physical fishing can be. And you guys think that fishing's easy and you don't have to worry about anything. Tear your bicep, go fishing. Let me know how it goes. But so I'm gonna do some straight leg lifts real quick here, just to warm up my abs a little bit more, and then I'm gonna do some arm circles and stuff like that to warm up my upper body and see what I can do, and then we'll get into the chest workout. So straight leg lifts are pretty simple, straightforward. Straight leg lifts. So you can do like a straight leg or a bent knee. So you can do leg lifts with your knees bent. So like if you look from the side, my knees are bent. You can just do these, and that's good enough to, you know, do what I'm doing. I'm gonna try and do straight legs. Okay, yeah, those are still hard. Like I explained before, so the last workout I did, if you guys missed that, it'll be at the end of this one. If you guys are trying to duplicate everything, cool. If you're just watching these to keep caught up, that's fine, thank you. Comment below that if you appreciate these videos, let me know. And if you're new and I'm helping you motivational wise, cool. That's the goal here. This is a little bit of self-motivation too, because it kind of holds me to a standard. I have to document it, thus I have to do the workouts. But the last workout was a leg workout. I did squats. It took me 2 days for my legs to heal. So this is 3 days after I did the squat video. My hips are still a little tight and my abs are still a little sore from going hard on squats. It's a great core workout too, so squats are a thing, but I'll put the last workout at the end of this video if you guys want to catch up and see what's going on. But yeah, I'm going to try and warm up my wing now, and we'll see what I can do. Okay, so simple warm up. Almost nobody does this anymore. It's crazy that people don't do this, and I know a lot of fitness guys don't do this like in their Instagram stupid stuff, but yeah. So arm circles like this help warm all of this up. So I'm gonna do probably 20-30 one way and then 20-30 the other way. I might do more just so I feel more warmth, but I'm going to play it by ear because I don't know how much this is going to hurt or help. So we'll see. Okay, so I did like 10 one way, 10 the other way, and I just went back and forth until I did about 50. Oddly enough, the pain isn't necessarily here. It's all in my previous injury. So if you guys don't know, that's what it looks like when your bone isn't attached. But you can see this muscle right here. My front delt, I put a ton of that in over the years. Basically isolation training until I got that to the point where, you know, it's hard to tell through a shirt that I have a separation. Well, unless I do that, and then my shoulder goes way past where it's supposed to be. So there's that to deal with, and that's what's got me worried. So I need to start training sooner than most people would, because if I let my body atrophy, which is when your muscles go weak and start deteriorating on their own, if I let my body do that, all of my previous injuries will actually cripple me more and more and more, and I will have to start at like, basically like if I was a newborn and have to train my whole body from nothing back up. So a big thing I like to stress is don't sit around and do nothing. Obviously take the time needed that you need to do and pay attention to your body, but sitting around doing nothing helps nothing. So I'm gonna try to do some laying flies, and I have an overhead view for you guys, and I'm gonna try to do that, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can do some numbers of that, and that will actually help strengthen out everything as far as like distance away from my body and my elbow tension, getting these muscles strong again. I need this spot on my body to be the strongest part of my arm. So wish me luck. Oh, and I almost forgot to say, so this is like a 2.5. I actually have this from when I had to rehab that. So something extremely light, but just added tension. So when you put it out at distance, it puts tension on your body. And then this is a 5-pounder. And that, it actually it's gonna feel really heavy on this arm. So we're gonna try and do flies, but I'm gonna do one arm flies, so I'm gonna do, you know, what I can on my bad side. So this is something I really want to stress for anybody that's like rehabbing. This is how simple it is. Do a set on your bad side, so this is my bad side, and match it with your good side, and then continue doing that as far as progression forward, and then that way you'll end up with you know, an even balance versus like training one side more than the other. So this is a simple little tip, but let's get to it. Okay, so hopefully my cat doesn't get in my way here, but and you guys can still hear me up there. I just put an overhead view so that you guys could actually see what I'm doing. So I know from this injury that if I want to, I can go like this with both hands, give the bad hand weight, and then go slowly out to the side to see how bad it is at distance, which the 2.5 isn't too bad, but I'm going to warm up with it regardless, so I'm going to just do sets of 10 of a fly, and then I'll go up to the 5. The 5 is probably going to be my workout today because I can already feel the tension building in my bicep, so I'm just going to do 10s, and I'll let you know what the working set is today. Okay, just a quick little info break here. Information anyways. So at distance, I'm feeling all of the tension in the major head, like the end of my bicep here, and a little bit through the joint, and that's with 2.5 pounds. I duplicated it on this side. I did 10 reps. I'm gonna do 2 more warm-up sets of 10, just to see how that range of motion works. And if I can start warming up, like if I feel like my arm's warming up and my chest and the joints are all warming up together, I'm going to try to do like 3 to 5 sets of 10 with the 5. I don't want to push it, so I'm going to go as far as I think I can. I was going to try and do push-ups today, but with how this is feeling, I don't honestly think I'll be able to do a push-up without injuring myself. So I'm going to stick with the free weights and see what we can do from there, and then I'm going to switch to abs. Drink your water. That's an important thing. So when you're trying to heal, you got to drink gallons of this stuff. I don't care what anybody says, it's a fact. You got to drink gallons of it. So I did the rest of my sets of 10 like this. I did 5 sets actually, just because it started feeling better as I was warming up. And then I also threw in 5 sets of like overextended. So I'll face the light. So instead of just doing like a dumbbell press here, so instead of just doing like a dumbbell press like this, I was going like a high outside, way overextended. That's with the 2.5. So what I'm doing by overextending, you know, versus like if you do a proper dumbbell press with weight, you want to take from here and flex. So from here to here, like you just want a good flex in your chest. What I'm doing is a range of motion thing. So I'm trying to go, like being on the ground, I can't overextend like I would on a bench. But by doing it this way, where you overextend, so like overextend is pushing your shoulder forward, I'm allowing more range of motion. And I like the idea to think, there's no science behind this, but I feel like if you overextend, everything kind of stretches out inside. And allows more blood flow, and more blood flow usually means better healing. So I don't know, right now it's not looking, it's still like, that's the worst thing that bothers me, is my left arm is now bigger than my right arm. That's gonna drive me nuts until I fix it. But yeah, by doing the presses, I think I'm gonna add that in. I'm gonna do like 10 flies. So I'll do single arms with the 5, I'll do 10, and then I'll go right into 10 and then switch. And by doing that, I'm giving it a break, but I'm doing 20 reps, forcing blood to, you know, come through your tricep and your, like the injury and stuff like that. And like I just said, the blood flow, it seems to be the #1 healing thing that I've ever discovered for my injuries previously. And that's what I meant by like, don't sit around. If you can move, move. Go for walks, do whatever you can, move. Moving makes a difference. So yeah, I'm gonna lay down, I'll show you guys a couple of the flies to transition, and then I'm gonna do the rest of them off film because you guys don't want to watch all that. All right, so now I got the 5, and I'm gonna do what I was saying, and I'm gonna do 10 right into 10. So a 10 fly right into a 10 press. By doing the fly, I'm stabilizing at a distance, so that's my elbow joint needs to be flexed and used. By doing a press, I'm articulating the broken part. So by articulating it, I'm keeping it from getting stiff and breaking up all the loose tissue. So hopefully you guys can hear me with the furnace on, but like I said, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing, and then I'll do the rest of them and just talk about it. Hi, kitty. Can I help you? You want to work out with me? Okay, so 10 of those kind of sucks, but I'm going to still try to do 5 sets if I can. And then I'm going to go right into 10 on the same arm with the over-exaggerated press. Okay, so that worked out.
and I think I can deal with it for at least 3 sets. So that's basically a set of 20, so 10 fly, 10 press. I'm going to duplicate it over here just so I'm even, and then I'm going to do the rest of those reps, and I'll let you know how it goes at the end. I'll let you know if there's any problems here.
All right, so like I said, I wasn't going to show you all of the other stuff that I did, but to put it lightly, if you guys want to look it up, it's something really good to learn about. Some of you guys might ask, like, how is a 2.5 going to be any different than moving your arm? And a 5 pounds going to be your training weight. Well, I'll give you the stats on what I did today, and it's basically I did a set of 10, followed by an immediate set of 10, and I focused on time under tension. If you guys look that up, if you want to look it up, it's the simplest thing you should always learn about if you're trying to better your muscles and your overall health in your body when you're weight training. So basically, you move as slowly as possible, and I'll tell you, I could only do 3 sets of that, so that was 3 sets of 20. But right in here, so I don't know the anatomy perfectly. I do know that from being told this, that your bicep anchors to your forearm in there, you know, and that's what allows you to do this. The anchor point must have got damaged because this part hurt way more than this part. This got sore, but anything out here started to really get this inflamed, and it's going to be, I have a feeling it's going to be a little while to get that tendon to recover. Lots of water, so I'm gonna drink like 3 or 4 of these today. This is 40 ounces. If you guys aren't, if you're new here, this is a 40-ounce container. I drink as many of those as I can get in my body during the day. I'm getting as much sleep as possible, so I'm trying to sleep anywhere between 8 and 10 hours. I have an unconscious rhythm that basically lets me sleep 5 to 6 hours on a regular basis. That's what I normally run on. But whenever I'm injured, I can try and like force myself to sleep longer. So I'm trying to get my 8 hours of sleep at least a night. A lot of you guys think that's crazy, but prioritize, man. You want your body to work properly after being injured. You have to drink water, eat healthy food, and sleep. You should be doing that anyways, but I'm not your mama or your daddy, so you do whatever you want to do and feel however you want to feel. That's up to you. But this is for the people that want to benefit and try to make their lives better. But yeah, time under tension was my main thing, and all I did was switch. So I did 10, 10, switch, 10, 10, switch, 10, 10, until I did 3 sets on each side. I was going to try to do push-ups, but after that last set of pulling it out, I feel like if I was to push really hard against this area, being inflamed like it is, might actually get worse. So I'm going to try to take off here. I have, like I said, the opportunity to go fish some late ice far up north where they had more ice than we did down south in Wisconsin. So that's going to be a big goal of mine, is try to get out. I can still set hooks and I can still reel in fish. I just don't know if I can cast yet. So my big thing is get this thing trained, go out and test it out, ice fishing, see how it does drilling holes. Hopefully I don't get like abused and stuff like that, but then I'm going to try and get the rest I need and bring you guys the content you want. Comment below what you guys want to see for open water content for spring here. I do have a trip planned. I did it before, I planned the trip before I got hurt. So that's my main goal right now, is to make sure that I can get out and film for you guys on that trip. I have the opportunities to chase walleye, smallmouth, northern pike, largemouth bass, and crappie, and possibly bluegills, but mainly those first 5 I told you guys about. I know for a fact that there are some giant bass in this body of water, so I'm going to be chasing those regardless. And then there's also some decent sized crappie, and when I'm going, they should be right around that period where all the big females are in, so wish me luck on that. But comment below what you guys want to see first as far as like open water fishing. I might be able to get out to a river here and do some walleye fishing, but like I said, I can't cast, so I'd have to actually go out with somebody in their boat and fish off like the side, maybe jigging or like pitching jigs or something like that. I don't know how that's gonna go, but hopefully you guys are sticking with me through these videos. Remember, you got to hit the like button, you got to comment below. if you guys want these to do anything, and if everybody wants to see all the videos, you guys have to watch all the videos type thing to get notifications about all the other ones. YouTube's really stupid, and I wish I would have known all this stuff before I buried my whole life into the one thing that I wanted to do was fish and film. But yeah, so if you guys want to help out the channel, remember, merch is linked in the description below, and you know, if you guys buy anything from the description, that helps out the channel. But the biggest thing is like and notifications. You guys do that, obviously you guys can watch all the videos, but it helps out the channel grow, and we succeed basically at making this a thing. So hopefully my little cringy workout today helped you guys out, and some of you guys that are new, if you're here for the workout, it got you, you know, motivated to just at least try and move around a little bit. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not your personal trainer or anything like that. It's just I have a really bad feeling about, like, I feel bad about people that get hurt and then they get depressed and they don't want to do anything because they're hurt and they're not sure what to do next. My biggest concern is just to tell you guys, start moving. That's it. Start moving. It's really that simple. So like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. All you guys that are subscribed, thank you for stopping by and supporting me. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, if you're not new here, you know what's up. But if you are new, could you please just remember to